Hello and welcome back to Beauty Bee. In today's video, I'm going to lust and drool over the Chanel boy bag, probably making every single viewer very uncomfortable in the process. A reasonable thought to be having right now, besides how quickly should I be exiting out of this video, is what on earth is a budget beauty and fashion channel talking about Chanel? We don't know her. In the Duping the Vibes series, I take a luxury fashion or beauty item that I am interested in and introduce comparable items that could achieve a similar look at a variety of different price points. We're not interested in counterfeit items on this channel for a variety of reasons I don't want to get into right now, but could in a later video if there's some interest. None of the lower priced options are claiming to be a Chanel bag, though I would warrant to guess that if you were able to corner their designers, pretty much all of them would probably have to admit that the boy bag was a starting point or an inspiration for their own work. Start with the lady, or more correctly, the boy of the hour. Chanel first introduced the boy bag in 2011. Here's something I didn't know. I'd always assumed that the boy bag's name was due to its masculine angles and prominent, pretty chunky hardware. Well, I would assume that that came in as it came into their naming process. It's named after Boy Capel, a British polo player and one of Coco Chanel's lovers. I've been lusting after this bag since probably 2013 or so. I love the look of structured bags. And while some of them can veer too far in the formal direction, and others read as stuffy, kind of prissy, and yet others are just straight up boxes that I suspect will look pretty dated in a few years' time, the boy bag doesn't fall into any of those traps. I could see myself wearing this casually or dressing it up. I probably wouldn't go for the small size, but I think the medium would be more than adequate to fit everything I carry on a daily basis. I'm not really into black bags, but I love the other colors. The Robin's Egg blue one I'm showing right now is just stunning. It comes in at somewhere around $5,000 US. The small size will run you a little less, about $4,500, and the large size is somewhere in the ballpark of about $5,500. Maybe that's in your budget. If so, brilliant. Maybe I'll see you in the next video. If not, well, I'm right there with you, so let's take a look at some other ways to get a similar look. Out for a little while, you can often save a bit of money by purchasing one secondhand. I found this red medium on the RealReal for $4,400, about $600 off the normal retail price. I don't want to dismiss that as irrelevant. Even if you can become desensitized to it after hearing about items that cost thousands and thousands of dollars, $600 is a lot of money. Not sure it really counts as a smart investment, but it is in excellent condition. Willing to get something with a few condition issues, you can save a lot more. This khaki with gunmetal hardware is probably my favorite colorway the bag comes in. It's edgy and cool, but still classic, and I should really stop before I need to put up the meme again. It's just short of $3,900, about 20% less than the usual retail price. It should be noted that there are some condition problems. Corner wear, light scratches, and a little scuffing are kind of par for the course with used bags, but I would want more information on the broken hardware. That does concern me. This is where we start really reducing the price. Seeing about $300, the Rebecca Minkoff Love Crossbody bag gives you that same boxy shape and mimics the chevron option that the boy comes in. The hardware is smaller overall, which I think makes this bag read a little more feminine than the boy. And of course, it's missing the Chanel logo. This latch actually reminds me of the Chanel 255. I actually like the stripe of leather down the center, which is the other major difference between the two bags. I think it contributes to the very structured, almost architectural feel of the bag, and keeps this from looking too much like it's trying to be a Chanel. Bargain hunters, one really nice thing about the lower tier of designer bags like Rebecca Minkoff, think like Tory Burch, Coach, Kate Spade, Michael Kors, etc., is that you can usually save a lot of money on the secondhand market. While the Chanel Boy was still going for 80% of its original retail price, this Love bag is selling for $101, just 35% of its retail price. I didn't see this particular color on the Rebecca Minkoff site, but I hope they bring it back. That leather and suede mix is really cute. Greenwald bag from Aldo has the chunky hardware the Love bag was missing, but it doesn't seem to have a visible clasp. The all-black bag is really cool, but I'm disappointed in their color selection. Both the other colors available are imitation snakeskin, and while that might be fantastic news for some, snakeskin isn't to my taste at all. This bag comes in at $60, and I suspect that Aldo has sales where it could cost significantly less. It's also worth noting that both this and the next bag are made of artificial leather, which will make them vegan appropriate, while the bag we discussed earlier won't be. The least expensive option I'm going to talk about today is from Asos. The Asos Design Square Quilt Chain Crossbody Bag. That's a mouthful. It is on sale for $28.50. I like the gunmetal hardware, though I wish it was a little more substantial. And I think the triangle pattern in the quilting is an interesting twist on the Chanel bag. Maybe it's just the lighting in this photo, but to me, this Asos bag looks a bit cheap, and I'm kind of concerned that it wouldn't hold up nicely over time. If you own this bag, or any of these bags for that matter, I think it'd be really helpful for others if you could leave your experiences down in the comments. I don't have any plans to purchase any of these bags in the immediate future. However, there is a good chance that I will buy myself a Love bag on the resale market at some point. For me, that particular bag hits the sweet spot for being relatively inexpensive, but in a style that I really appreciate. It comes in colors other than black and of all things snake print, which is very important to me. From reading the reviews, it sounds like the style would wear well. I want this to be a bag I could wear a few days a week for several years, not something that will have to go in a landfill after a couple seasons. And I think the Love bag could give me that. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing. Check back for more budget-conscious beauty and fashion content. Bye!